Why did you let go halfway through?
It's for good luck. We can't just start breaking tradition, you know.
I've gotten used to this view.
In the beginning, you were so terrified of the mystery labyrinth.
Maybe that means I've grown as a detective.
It means I've been a phenomenal mentor. But this mystery labyrinth seems different from the previous ones.
I figured. We'll finally uncover Kanai Ward's ultimate secret, just up ahead. No matter what the truth may be, I will expose it. Whatever the mystery may be, I'll never turn my eyes away. That's my mission as a detective. Can I count on your support again, Shinigami?
Still relying on others after all this time.
Shut up.
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Yes, I am.
Here's the solution key we'll need.
Thanks.
Oh, you've never thanked me for this before. I considered just handing it over normally, but I'm glad I kept it this way instead.
You can do it normally!
Anyway, let's go. Let's
Like, wait, you can't do it normally? It's Kanai Ward.
This is Kanai Ward.
The mystery this time seems to be deeply related to Kanai Ward itself. Just like you said, Master, if we keep going, we should be able to expose Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
This place seems fit for the final mystery.
Speaking of, why do you think this is the last mystery labyrinth?
No reason, it just feels like that. I think I needed your powers in order to expose Kanai Ward's ultimate secret in the first place. I've got a feeling that when we solve this mystery, our pact will come to an end. Am I wrong?
You know I can't reveal anything about our pact. Regardless, if I train you to be a great detective, there'll come a day you won't need me anymore.
But there's still a ways to go before I can call myself a true detective. At the very least, I have to eradicate all unsolved mysteries from this world and bring happiness to everyone.
I think I've heard that before somewhere.
Don't you remember? You heard that from the person who left the strongest impression on you.
Oh, right! You're just a copycat!
I'm copying nobody. I'm just echoing what they said. I guess you could say they influenced me. If that was said by a detective you admire, it seems like a good idea to aim for the same goal.
Anyway, here it comes! It's the mystery protecting Kanai Ward's ultimate secret!
Then we just need to solve it. Let's go, Shinigami!
What was the cause of Amaterasu in Kanai Ward's development? Homunculus research, right?
mystery of Kanai Ward began with the homunculus research.
Yeah, there's no mistake that's the root cause of what's going on in this city.
Did you see that delayed change?
So
That's
it
good.
involves the mystery of the homunculus research? Let's clear it up all at once, Master.
Huh?
Why did the unified government request the homunculus? It's for military.
Right here! The Yuji wanted to create an immortal army, and requested that Amaterasu conduct homunculus research.
Basically, it was for military purposes. So what exactly are homunculi?
They're artificially made human beings. Human DNA is extracted to use as a base to grow human cells. The age, gender, and looks are synthetically copied onto an artificial human.
What's the fun in copying people to begin with? That's something I'll never understand. Humans are such weird creatures.
Uh-oh.
Is that a mystery phantom?
But whose phantom is it?
Is it ourself?
Huh? It's me? Why?
The mystery phantom is the materialization of someone who wants to conceal the truth. Master, you want to hide the truth?
Me? That's impossible!
Master, quick! Defeat Master right away!
Yeah. Don't go any further! There's nothing up ahead! Let's give up and go home. What I'm looking for doesn't exist.
Okay, I can't repel that.
Damn!
Good luck!
Yeah. Don't go any further! There's nothing up ahead! Let's give up and go home. What I'm looking for doesn't exist. Homunculi are just a fantasy. That claim doesn't hold up! It's not a fantasy! Homunculi do exist! No, homunculi don't exist! I was wrong. Completely wrong!
Probably gonna be this.
The homunculi don't exist! Have you even seen the homunculus? Do you have any proof they exist? It's true it was being researched. But that research was cancelled!
No, it wasn't. specifies that, right? We'll read the rest of it.
That research was a complete failure. They weren't able to succeed. Homunculi don't exist! For now... Oh, but that research was cancelled! That research was a complete failure! This is the truth!
It wasn't a failure. It wasn't a failure. They successfully did it.
No, 3 years ago, the UG successfully manufactured a homunculus. The report Fubuki left me clearly said so. So, that really was me. Why would I be a mystery phantom?
There's no point thinking about these things if you have no clues. Let's keep going. Anyway, the unified government must have really wanted to make that homunculus. They tasked Amaterasu to make it, but set up their own research facilities as well.
They tried to accelerate the research by having these two facilities compete with each other. The unified government was first to have their experiments succeed. But apparently, that was the only successful experiment.
Those are some terrible odds.
What I want to know is the identity of that homunculus they were able to create. According to the report
Makoto,
Fubuki
right?
left behind,
They found success in one person's DNA. Someone believed to have the world's greatest mind.
the only successful specimen was from the world's greatest mind.
He's back! The world's dumbest looking mystery phantom!
He looks dumb?
Hey! Run away! After him! Chase that clone with Master's dumb face!
This time you directly said I was dumb. The clock tower! It's blocking the path!
Just solve the mystery like you always do! You got this!
Who is the person with the world's greatest mind? I think it's Makoto. I should read. I should remember to read sometimes.
The true identity of the world's greatest mind was written on a memo left by the dead criminal in the refrigerator. It's the person known as Number 1 of the World Detective Organization. He ran off again! What's going on? It's like he's trying to lead me somewhere. Shinigami?
Huh? It's nothing! Anyway, let's go after him!
To think, the only successful homunculus was
Oh, this is
based
not
on the
creepy
world's
at all.
greatest mind. Number 1 of the WDO. But if that's true, then there's something else bothering me about it. What's up?
Nothing. I was just thinking about how we should keep our focus on Kanai Ward's mysteries. I mean, the completed homunculus disappeared, right? So that doesn't have anything to do with what's going on here.
You can't say for certain it's unrelated.
Well, number one was that old man, right? You never saw him anywhere in Kanai Ward.
That's
Doesn't mean
true.
it doesn't have to
Didn't
be.
see him in the
Doesn't mean
city.
See? I told you that homunculus has nothing to do with this stuff. Besides, world's greatest mind. He got blown up with that building, right?
Did he though?
That's true, though I feel like he went down too easily.
Who cares about that old geezer? Let's talk about Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Sure.
Also, I like how this whole area was themed around the Nail Man. Now we're in a school.
Setting aside how the UG's research facilities succeeded in their homunculus experiment, the problem is Kanai Ward. What happened to the research being done here?
Seems like that's the mystery we face.
What occurred at Kanai Ward in the name of scientific research? Probably the Project Homunculi, right?
Under the UG's jurisdiction, Amaterasu Corp grew impatient and conducted an experiment 3 years ago. That was known as Project Homunculus.
Wasn't Dr. Weska in charge of that? What was it all about anyway?
I don't know the exact details.
And that's what we have to figure out next.
What was done in Kanai Ward for the sake of research?
I wonder what was done to prepare for Project Homunculus.
Looks like that's where we're starting. Good luck, Master!
It's probably the history, right? Nope.
Which solution key is the right one?
Try looking through the solution keys. I know you can do this!
It happened 3 years ago.
Okay, it's Blink Week. Because this directly ties to 3 years ago. No?
Which solution key is...
Try looking through the solution key.
It happened 3 years ago.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm dumb. Blood test, duh.
Something else also happened in Kanai Ward 3 years ago, at the same time as Project Homunculus. All of the residents were forced to take a blood test.
Maybe those mandatory blood tests had something to do with Project Homunculus?
It's true both took place 3 years ago, so I doubt they're unrelated. Which means the blood test wasn't checking for some contagious disease among the residents. They were extracting DNA from everyone to see who was suitable for homunculus research. Wait, if that's the case, then Project Homunculus is... Ah!
Now there's a flood? There are some stairs over there! Master, run!
Right!
Huh? This place seems familiar.
Doya District.
Yeah, it looks like Doya District. I wonder if we have to go through here.
Seems that way. Okay then, let's go!
Oh, why is that like that? Flooding more and more as we go up.
Looks like you discovered something about Project Homunculus.
Yeah, but...
What's wrong?
Well, if it's what I think it is, then horrible things were done for this research.
You're getting pretty horrible here too! Master, concentrate!
This must be it! I knew it. It's hard to believe, but it's the truth. Project Homunculus was an effort to create homunculi out of all the residents in Kanai Ward.
All of them?
After Amaterasu was outdone by their rival, they started searching for suitable DNA in every possible way. And that's what the blood tests were for. They created homunculi out of every citizen in town. Even if a few failed, all they needed was one successful specimen. That was the purpose behind Project Homunculus.
So, what happened after that?
Well...
Master, you better concentrate!
This must be it!
Legend of Blank Week.
In the end, Project Homunculus was a failure. And as a result, the Blank Week mystery occurred. The defective homunculi from the experiment were responsible for that event.
I'll get straight to the point. Project Homunculus is a failure. Something unexpected occurred in our efforts to find suitable DNA. Although we successfully created homunculi, the results have been dubbed defective.
The event Kurumi mentioned, where the city was ruined while everyone slept. The destruction of the giant shutters of the lab where the experiment took place. All of that was caused when the defective homunculi attacked Kanai Ward.
An entire city was destroyed by defective homunculi, and no one's ever said a thing about it? And what is the Blank Week mystery anyway? How can a whole week pass in a single night?
Right. Those are the mysteries we need to unravel to get to the heart of the Blank Week. But I still haven't gathered my thoughts about it.
Has to be some kind of brainwashing. Uh-oh.
Master, the mystery labyrinth is getting testy! You have to give an answer now!
I know, but...
Then I'll help you. Let's lay it all out together!
She's not smiling. No B. I'm just shooting letters. No.
Nice. Great.
They were replaced.
Great.
Ah.
Great job, Master. Awesome teamwork. Master?
They were all swapped during the blank week mystery.
Right, but who or what was swapped?
Everyone in Kanai Ward. Each resident was replaced by their homunculus. It happened during the blank week mystery.
Huh? Everyone? Come on, that couldn't have happened.
Yes, it's impossible. It's too ridiculous to think they all could be swapped with homunculi. That's nothing but a fantasy.
Huh? Which is the real Master?
Is the person in the cloak we've been seeing run around our original version, and we ran away from the blood test? And 3 years later, like either the, like we somehow made a deal with Shinigami, or split us. Like I'm so confused. Because there's that cloaked figure that's been running around. I'm guessing at this point they're telling us it's Yuma in a way, but how? Is the Yuma we're playing as a homunculi too? That would be weird. I'm so confused. I don't get it. What's happening?
Obviously it's me. The blank week mystery has nothing to do with homunculi. Your deduction is wrong. Everything you say is wrong.
Master! Master's getting closer!
I just said I'm the real one. You're wrong. They couldn't have been swapped. That claim doesn't hold up. No! There's proof they switched! No, that's a lie! It's all made up! Resident.
Which one of these talks about the memory?
Were swapped with homunculi? That's impossible! Something else caused the blank week. Everyone was drugged and knocked out! Every resident fell asleep.
Not that. I keep rushing. I'm like, oh yeah, that's not right. Oh, stop it. Read through it all. Pretty positive this will be the key, though. Oh, it's this.
If If they were swaps, they'd be different beings. Their memories would be totally different too.
Ah!
A homunculus retains all the memories their original had when their DNA was first extracted.
Hope you're doing well, Prime. I was actually talking about you the other day. Talking about how we missed your streams. It'd be nice to see you stream again. That'd be great.
That's why the specimens created by the experiment also have memories from before the blood test. It explains how their memories are linked. No, your reasoning is obviously wrong. They can inherit memories? What about the week no one remembers? If memories are kept after swapping, there wouldn't be a gap in their memory.
So doesn't this say like it's only at the point the blood is from? Where does it say that? DNA extracted from humans will serve as a base, which is used. I think this is it, right? Not sure.
Maurice. The blank week is part of every resident's memory. This fact proves
That's probably it.
Nothing swapped places with the residents.
I think it might be this. Oh, dang it.
Hey!
Speaking of which...
Say!
Memories? What about the week no one remembers? If memories are kept after swapping, there wouldn't be a gap in their memories. This is the truth.
Ah!
Defective homunculi go berserk in sunlight. They lose all sense of reason as well as their memories. The sunlight made them go wild as soon as they were born, wiping their memories during that time. There was sunlight shining through the lab. Maybe it was to test if the creatures had overcome that weakness. But the experiment failed.
In a previous experiment, a defective homunculus was exposed and died. Trying to adjust for it worked against us. Made them even more violent, and
They went berserk and attacked Kanai Ward. When they eventually returned to their senses, their memories were reset to before the blood test. An entire week had passed by then. But since none of them remembered what happened, the week felt like a single day to them.
That's what caused the blank week mystery? What's with him? Why is he laughing? I don't believe it. Everyone in Kanai Ward is a homunculus?
Yeah, there's There's no mistake. This city is a city of homunculi.
Everyone in the city is dead.
Even the Flatty? And Fuzzhead too? Everybody? But no one mentioned anything like that! How'd they manage to hide it?
I don't think any of them knew they'd been replaced by homunculi either. That's because they lost those memories when they emerged as homunculi and went wild.
And what happened to the original residents? The ones who first lived in Kanai Ward?
I think they're gone.
What do you mean, gone?
Everyone's been dead.
When the defective homunculi went berserk and attacked Kanai Ward, the original residents died. All of them.
They're all dead?
That explains how the homunculi replaced their originals after they returned to their senses. By the time the homunculi regained consciousness, the originals were gone. With the exception of those like Kurumi's grandfather, who refused the blood test and vanished completely.
Man.
That's because those who didn't have their DNA extracted had no homunculus to replace them.
So if they were killed without a substitute in place, they were considered missing.
This is the tragedy that befell Kanai Ward 3 years ago. That's the truth behind the Blank Week mystery.
The city is falling apart!
You destroyed it. You exposed the mystery behind the city. You are an uninvited guest here. You're the enemy. But it's not over yet. You still haven't reached the truth behind this city.
The other question is there anybody that isn't a homunculus? Who isn't one?
I won't let it happen. I will shelter the mystery of Kanai Ward. Look, I keep telling you. Swapping places is just in your head. You have no proof a switch even took place! There's zero evidence for that! The homunculi were destroyed after the experiment. At the hands of the researchers who saw failures. That's why it's impossible! Homunculi would have attacked the city! No one was killed by the homunculi!
I think it's probably this. Shows at the end he was attacked.
This is the truth! Dr. Wesker left a video journal discussing the conclusions of Project Homunculus. It clearly shows the doctor dying at the hands of a defective homunculus who went out of control. But we met the doctor at Amaterasu's lab, even though he should have been dead already. The fact that we met him after he died proves he and the other citizens were all replaced by homunculi.
I see. So the doctor at the lab was also swapped out homunculus.
That's why he didn't know about the results of the experiment. And also why he knew nothing about the Blank Week mystery.
He didn't even remember the terrible things he did.
He caused the city's greatest tragedy. But maybe what little conscience he had left urged him to leave evidence. No, not yet. I refuse to give up. I have to protect Kanai Ward!
Why does the other master want to protect Kanai Ward so badly?
You don't fully understand it yet. You know nothing about Kanai Ward. What do you know about its darkness?
Master, watch out! Master, cut it to pieces!
I can't avoid it! You don't fully understand it yet. You know nothing about Kanai Ward. What do you know about its darkness?
Master, watch out! Master, cut it to pieces!
The rain clouds covered Kanai Ward to block out sunlight, which homunculi are vulnerable to. The homunculi stopped their attack thanks to the clouds covering the city.
Master, don't let him get away! You gotta finish this!
That hypocrite. I'll expose him for who he is.
He's me!
We're not done yet. The city's darkness goes even deeper. This is the answer! The dead in Kanai Ward are transported to the abandoned village, a restricted area. Whenever a defective homunculus revives, its intelligence decreases, turning it into a zombie. The city would have been overrun with zombified homunculi if the bodies were left alone. That's why the bodies have been getting sent to the abandoned village.
Peacekeepers always tried to get rid of the bodies as fast as possible. Did they know they'd turn into zombies?
No, they were probably just following orders. They were told that bodies in this city rot quickly. The people of Kanai Ward, including the Peacekeepers, didn't know that they're all homunculi. It must also be the reason why they were so strict about keeping this place isolated from the outside world.
We've got you now! There's nowhere to run, Master!
I told you, that's not me! You think that's enough to defeat me? You think that's enough to expose Kanai Ward's darkness? More! Kanai Ward's darkness goes far deeper than that! This is the answer! That's right. The people in Kanai Ward love their meat buns. You know what they're made of, don't you? The main source of nutrients for homunculi is human flesh. That's why everyone craved those meat buns so much.
Makes so much sense!
Warning. Homunculi are predisposed to eating human flesh in order to maintain the artificial organic synthesis in their cells. Currently, there are no alternate sources of nutrition, and and they grow sick if they do not consume human flesh. That's a primal instinct homunculi can never defy. What are you? Mystery phantoms are supposed to prevent mysteries from being exposed. And yet, it's like you're guiding me to the truth. It's not just the meat buns. Residents of Kanai Ward also have other characteristics. Of course, I'm sure you've already noticed them.
Oh gosh.
A bomb?
He's trying to boon kill you, but you can defuse it by solving the mystery.
You've seen it time and time again. You should already know this. They're physical abnormalities. It's another part of Kanai Ward's darkness. Physical abnormalities?
Let's go, Master! We gotta join hands and defeat my other Master!
What was the word it used? So I think Tadako is like mega braining us here. It's like, oh, Alba's pink is like, wait a minute, Yuma's has been red the entire time. What?
Huh? Pink blood?
It's not a censorship anymore.
Yeah, pink blood! I think I got too used to it.
Ah! We were too used to the pink blood, we didn't think about it.
Now that I think about it, it's really abnormal. Blood being pink instead of red is obviously strange. That's right. From the very beginning, I thought something was off. Since I first saw a corpse in the city...
Because we didn't see any blood on the Amaterasu Express because everyone was burned to death. There was no blood, except for ours on the lock, which was red. The only blood that happened in Chapter 0 on the train was our blood on the lock. And we didn't see any pink blood until the Nailman killings. And every time we were in the labyrinth, like, our blood always showed up as red. But every other character's blood has been pink.
I had my suspicions about the color of the blood here. Is that a real corpse? It's not some mannequin, is it?
It was right there in front of us. Like, I was just thinking, like, oh, it's a fake corpse, right? No, he was talking about the blood the whole time.
This blood is real? How? Why? I figured it was due to Shinigami haunting me. Like it was somehow changing the way I see things.
Oh my gosh. Tanaka, you legend. He knew. He knew.
Shinigami, you don't feel anything after seeing this body?
You're asking me how I feel about death? Well, let me tell ya, this is totally ordinary. I was just saying there was nothing odd about there being a corpse. The color of human blood doesn't matter to me.
But why didn't the other master detectives mention anything about the color? It wasn't mentioned at all while I was investigating crime scenes with Halara. Oh, right! Maybe...
The rain sure has changed things around here. Both the city and the people, too. Supposedly, there's something in the rain that messes with our bodies and the environment. But it's all hearsay.
That's why, like, that's why no one ever questioned it. It's like, yeah, blood's supposed to be red, but it's probably just the rain causing chemical change in our blood to make it pink.
It could be because Chief Yako said the rain affects things. In fact, maybe it wasn't just the master detectives. Chief Yako and the other people in town. Maybe they all believed it too. For example, they could have said there were some chemical properties in the rain that causes blood to change color. In that case, people wouldn't find it strange that their blood was pink.
Yes, but... But, like, their blood's pink too. Like, this is very clearly pink. So does that mean they were homunculi too?
Yes, homunculi have pink blood. Maybe they were made that way to differentiate them from their originals. Now, you're finally seeing the big picture. I've been waiting for this!
Master's mystery phantom sure doesn't seem scared of these mysteries being solved. Anyway, we gotta beat him! Otherwise, you'll get caught in its destruction!
Fine. Let's end this. It's time to expose the truth of Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. It's over! You? You think you can do it?
Oh, we're already to this?
That's a wrap, folks! I do these recaps out of kindness, you know. I'm just saying, it'd be nice to get a little appreciation.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was all a part of your process or something.
Anyway, time to boom kill this mystery phantom!
Let's expose all the facts and finish this once and for all. It's time for the very last deduction denouement! It all started 10 years ago. The UG tasked both its own research facility and Amaterasu Corp to conduct homunculus research.
They were trying to create an immortal army of homunculi that could just come back to life, right? If that happened, the Death Gods would be out of a job!
By having the two organizations compete with each other, they hoped to rush development along. And it was the UG's research facility that managed to create a homunculus first. That drove Amaterasu into a panic. So, 3 years ago, Project Homunculus was conducted under Dr. Weska's direction.
Acting like they were just testing for a contagious disease, they took blood from all the people in Kanai Ward. They were turning the town upside down, trying to find DNA that would help them make homunculi. They got beat to the punch and were rushing for results. Huge death flag if you ask me.
Ultimately, the experiment was a failure. And their efforts resulted in nothing more than a mass of defective homunculi. Defective homunculi have 2 fatal flaws. 1. They revive after death with fully repaired bodies, but their minds deteriorate and they become zombies.
2. Sunlight whips them into a bloody frenzy, but they won't remember what they did afterwards. It's kinda like when an alcoholic corporate drone with a lot of pent-up stress gets a picture at the company party.
I'm not sure that's really the same. Anyway, the newly created defective homunculi were exposed to sunlight and immediately went on a rampage. They attacked Kanai Ward and murdered all of the residents.
A certain masked man then created a rain cloud generator by making some extreme modifications to a public bathhouse. He covered the whole city with those clouds.
The rain clouds blocked out the sun and brought the defective homunculi out of their berserk state. Their memories reverted back to when their blood had been drawn 1 week before.
The blank week mystery refers to the period where they went out of control and lost their memories. So basically, Kanai Ward's ultimate secret is...
3 years ago, the defective homunculi of all Kanai Ward residents murdered their human counterparts. Exposed to sunlight at the very moment of their creation, they went berserk and wiped out the entire city. Rain clouds then blocked out the sun, and their human memories returned.
The defective homunculi have no idea they're not human. And they continue on to this day in this land of never-ending rain. They just live their lives, happily munching away on human flesh-filled bones.
The pink blood wasn't caused by the rain. It's actually conclusive evidence that every resident is a homunculus. This is the truth behind Kanai Ward's ultimate secret!
Hi Makoto.